everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing good and are in good health and wealth. Now today's topic is something which is often ignored. Whenever this topic arises, it's very debatable. It's again, people have different opinions on that. So I want to talk about it. Why women are perceived to be rude or unkind to certain men. Now before I get into it, let me be very clear. This video is not about bashing all the men out there or painting all under the same brush. It is about understanding the dynamics of male and female interactions, friendships, and why women tend to be extremely rude at times to certain men and what is the intent behind it. So without any further delay, let's get into it. So let me share a quick story based on my personal experience back from my college days. So just like any other group, I had a group and I had some female friends, I had some guy friends, and there was no difference. The way I was with my female friends, I was the same with my guy friends. I used to do masti with them. I was sweet, humble and kind to them. There was no difference, and this is a thing, when we women, we tend to behave the same with our female friends and our guy friends. It's often misunderstood, and that's what happened. One of my guy friends, he took it in a wrong way, and I got to know via that he has some feelings for me, and I thought I'll clarify that because it was not mutual. I didn't have any sort of romantic feelings for him, and I thought it's better to clarify because I didn't want to spoil the friendship, but I definitely didn't want to lead him on, make him think something else out of our friendship. So that's what I did. I confronted him. I asked him about what's happening, and he confessed that he had feelings for me, etc., etc. And I clarified that listen, you are a great friend, okay, and we had such a beautiful journey, right? Our friendship is so great, etc., etc. We have been with each other through thick and thin, but I don't see you that way. I don't have any sort of romantic feelings for you, and I think I've made that clear from the start. I didn't do anything unintentionally to lead you on. I was very clear from the start that I am not interested in any sort of romantic involvement with any of my guy friends. I don't have feelings for any one of them, and right now I'm not looking for a relationship. So there was no chance that I was unintentionally leading him on, okay? And I thought, now I clarified this thing. I clarified everything will go back to normal, we are going to be friends. We are going to go back to being friends, and nothing bad is going to happen now that I clarified. But things took turn for the wild. He got so offended and his ego was so hurt. His ego was so hurt that that he felt humiliated. He felt rejected, and he thought, what? How can she do this to me? This, like, all these sort of bad words I got, and it was like this girl. How can she do this to me? I thought she's friends with me because she wants to sleep with me. I thought she's friends with me because she wants to date me. Because let's face it, if a female wants to be friends with a guy, she definitely wants to sleep with him, or she definitely wants to date him. There is no other motive for us, right? So yeah, he went to spread rumors about me. He said things like, I was using him, I was leading him on, and all the dirtiest rumors which were not true, and what was sad was majority of people tend to believe it. Most of them believed it. They said that we believe this, because Sonali was nice to you. Sonali was so sweet to you. She was so kind to you. She was always helping you out with things. That means yes, definitely, that is true. That means she slept with you. That means she used you for things, because again, a girl can't be nice to you without any reason, right? So that experience definitely tarnished my reputation, but it was also a wake-up call for me. It gave me a bad reality check that was much needed. And since then, I've always been cautious around men. I've always had my guard on. I've always set those boundaries. Even though my primary nature is to be sweet and kind to everyone, I still was very careful around men. I was like, okay, I should be very careful. I always used to have that presence of mind around such men that, okay, let me think before whatever I'm saying, because what if the person takes it in some other way, But eventually in the later years, I came across some beautiful men who are now my friends, and they made me believe that I don't have to put my guard on. I don't have to be cautious around them. But that doesn't mean that I'll stop doing that. I'll continue being cautious, because who knows what happens when, right? So based on such experience, I practiced some self-evaluation tips and tricks which made me more cautious of such interactions, and I'm pretty sure it will help you guys. So let's get into it. Tip number one is always trust your intuition. Whenever you're interacting with anybody, not just men but also women, always trust your gut feeling. If you feel something is off, if you feel that it's something about them that is not making you comfortable, you're not comfortable around them, just listen to your gut feeling and just maintain that distance. Trust me, don't initiate any sort of further conversation with such people. Maintain your distance, set your boundaries right away. Tip number two is observe behavior patterns. Now, whoever it is, your guy friend, your colleague, whoever it is, notice how he is with other women. Is he respectful towards them, or does he bitch about them behind their back? Is he manipulative? Does he use foul language whenever he's talking about them? Does he, objectify them, body shames them? If there are any such patterns like that, you know your answer. Immediately maintain distance from them. Tip number three, establish clear boundaries. Even if it is at the early stage of your friendship or whatever it is, establish clear boundaries, okay? Don't think, like, arey, wo mera dost hai, arey, he will feel bad about it. Trust me, prevention is better than cure. Establish boundaries at the earliest stage of your friendship. Be very clear about what you want, what you don't want, and be very clear about your feelings towards him. Keep mentioning 1,000 times. I know it is sad, but keep hinting indirectly or directly that he is your friend, he is your friend, tu mera dost hai, tu mera dost hai. Usse zyada kuch nahi hai. You have to keep establishing that at every next step. I'm really sorry. I know it's really sad, but again, you have to do it. Next tip is minimize the physical contact. Now, even though physical touch is considered to be innocent, you never know how it is perceived upon at the receiving end. So it's better to be cautious, especially if you're not sure about the other person's intent, right? For example, based on my experience, I was always very comfortable with my guy friends. So the way I was with my female friends, I was the same with my guy friends. So for me, hugging, doing masti like that was very normal. But later on, the same thing was used against me. Ki, Arey, she hugged me very tightly. So that means she has feelings for me. Arey bapre, how can you think like that? But anyway, that is that person's mindset, and I'm pretty sure there are several other people with the same mindset. So again, sad reality, but we have to be cautious about it. Next tip is communicate openly. If you feel there is some sort of confusion or misunderstanding between you and your guy friends, communicate openly then and there. Don't think arey, it's too awkward to discuss such things. Trust me, it is better to discuss such things at the earlier stages than to have a misconception at the later stages. Final tip is seek support. If you're unsure about your friendship, you're unsure about the equation, if you're not sure how that person is, if you feel that person is making you uncomfortable in multiple ways, and you think, am I sure that he's making me uncomfortable? Maybe I'm just assuming things, maybe I'm overthinking. Okay, it's okay to feel such things. So in such situations, it's better to confide in trusted friends and mentors, because they are outsiders. They have a better idea about things. They have seen you, they have seen your friend, they know how the equation is, they know how the nature is, so they will have a better idea about it. So in such situations, rather than having misconceptions and building up assumptions and all in your head, it's better to seek support from such friends and mentors. So to conclude on today's video, being cautious around certain men isn't all about being unkind or rude. It's all about navigating such friendships and equations with more self-awareness. You have to always trust your instincts, set boundaries, and always foster open communication. By doing such things, you will always be able to handle such situations with confidence and grace. So thank you for joining me on today's video, and if you found the video helpful, do like, share, comment and subscribe for more such videos. See you next time. Bye.